And this is called Sabatina with Roland Smith. We're back.
We are, and indeed, you know, I love the Christmas season.
Absolutely.
I really do. I also love the Lotos Club. About 8 or 9 years ago, 2011, I had the pleasure of being invited to join this magnificent club. And the thing that had really attracted me, and we'll get to Michael Jan here in just a moment, is the elegance of the club. The quality of the people, the effort that the club puts out, and the staff to make it comfortable, to make it elegant, to make it with the arts, with the literary affectation. I love it. So with that, it's Michael Jan, who is president of the Lotos Foundation. First of all, what does the Lotos Foundation do?
Well, thank you, Roland and Carl, and welcome. Welcome to the Lotos Club. Welcome to this magnificent library.
Isn't it wonderful?
Oh, so wonderfully decorated for this wonderfully glorious time of year. So welcome to you. Welcome to our fellow Lotos members. It's a pleasure to be here with you this evening, and thank you for recording
it's our pleasure.
From the Lotos Club.
It's a pleasure.
Well, the foundation was created in 2000. It was actually created by the leaders of the Lotos Club. And the club was created in 1870 at a time when New York City was going through a renaissance after the Civil War. And the club was established to be not like any other kind of club, not an old, venerable, moss-grown place, but a place to gather and have intellectual conversation, not like any other kind of club at the time. And it really started as a literary club, but it very soon evolved into embracing all of the arts and the sciences. And so when the foundation was created, it was in that spirit of the original mission of the Lotos Club. And as we're coming up on our 150th year of the Lotos Club and 20th year of the foundation, we wanted to establish a method of recognizing young people, both students and emerging talent here in this city, from many of them who are from underserved communities across very diverse neighborhoods of the city.
Well, does somebody apply to be a participant or to try to get the prize that the foundation offers?
Yes, we have two forms of award. There is the Lotos Foundation Prize, which recognizes young talent who are emerging in their fields. And the idea is to assist them as they evolve. And Ann Russell, our vice president, will speak more about that prize and actually introduce two of our awardees this evening. And then we have what's called the Louis Padovano Grants, and it was named after our late president, Louis Padovano, who really helped establish the foundation in 2000. And that's to recognize students in both in-school, after-school, summer programs at various educational institutions around the city to help create their talent, help them evolve and create their talents a little bit more effectively. And so in this time where the creative arts, it's really perilous in some of the schools here. And so the foundation's goal is really to help strive to maintain New York City as a center of excellence in the arts and sciences. And that's how we evolve.
I know we're going to have a couple of the foundation prize winners coming up shortly, but how many have participated in the many years that you've been doing this?
Well, we award 5 prizes every year. And for the last 20 years, and also 8 grants every year for various institutions, educational institutions around the city. So we're quite active in terms of the number of awards that we have given over the years.
Isn't that kind of dichotomous? I mean, in many ways, the Lotos Club is a private club.
Right.
But yet you're going out public by encouraging not only the arts, but literature and talent.
Right. Both the visual arts, the performing arts, and sciences, and research in the sciences in the educational institutions here in the city. So we are a public charity. And so that's why we very much appreciate you talking about us tonight, because we want to reach out and encourage applications, encourage institutions to apply, and also encourage donations to this cause, which we hold so dearly and is part of the mission of what we started out 150 years ago as a club.
One of the things that, of course, that's happening across the country is the denigration of the arts programs.
Correct.
Across the country.
And that's the perilous times I'm talking about.
Very perilous. And I know that's what you were mentioning, but what you're doing right now is a focal point.
Yeah.
And your mission is a focal point to at least encourage. And when a private foundation steps up,
Right.
it makes the public sector aware.
Right.
That you are providing a service that they should be providing, because the taxpayers are paying for it.
Right.
Now, this is not necessarily at this particular wonderful event a time to stand on a soapbox, but you're doing such a marvelous job in providing that gap
Right.
that we miss so dearly. And the arts programs stand out amongst the very best.
Yes, thank you.
Amongst the very best.
What is it that you do on a daily basis to prepare for the it's not really a contest, or is it?
Well, we have applications.
Okay.
In fact, the awardees are actually sponsored by individuals in the community, recognized individuals in the community in their specific area of interest. And it varies from theater arts to performing arts to visual, film, painting, architecture, and of course, science research. So every year we mix it up a little bit. We have 5 different areas of focus that we change every year, and we find someone who's highly recognized in that field to be a nominator for the awardee.
I like that.
I like it very much.
I'd like to nominate Carl.
I'm nominated again.
Yes, but he's never won.
Try
Second
again.
a couple of times.
And what is it about the Lotos Club itself? You've been a member for, decades?
So 23 years now.
All right.
Oh.
What attracted you to this club to begin with?
Well, I was an engineer for a number of years, an investment banker. I neglected my literary studies in college, and so I felt very, very, neglectful. And when I first came here to Lotos Club, and when you come through these wooden doors downstairs, these great 120-year-old oak doors downstairs, you're immediately greeted with warmth, and it really is an oasis.
Yes, it is.
Of calm,
Absolutely.
of intellectually engaging conversation. We have 180 events a year. That's what attracted me. 180 events a year between public affairs, art, music, literary, history, poetry, book talks, art tours. And so, in a way, this is my postgraduate education to correct.
In other words, it's catching up with you.
Right.
Well, Michael Jan, thank you very much for not only the invitation to do this broadcast from the Lotos Club, but also the great work you do with the Lotos Foundation.
Thank you. It's a great pleasure, and it's a great honor. And thank you for being here.
Thank you,
We very much
Michael. It's always a
appreciate it.
pleasure. And shall we continue
you.
on with the music of this holiday
Absolutely.
season?
Merry
As we sit-
Christmas.
Merry Christmas, as we sit
Thank
in
you.
front of the fireplace here and the second-story library of the Lotos Club with the Harry Simeon Chorale, Brooke Benton, and the Manhattan Transfer.
Thank you.